Hi boys and girls, today is Wednesday. We are doing the 119 photocopy page. It's a review page that has some mixed problems before our test later this week. Alright, so to start, they want us to draw a 6 centimeter line segment for our name. So you need your ruler, and remember for centimeters, it's the side where the numbers are close together. So remember you want to start with 0 on their dot, not the edge of the ruler. Alright, so go ahead and draw your 6 centimeter line. Okay. And then we're going to write our last name. If you're one of those people who we've talked about before, your last name is really long, if you can't fit it, you can do your first name if you need to. Alright, so last name. Oh, and some of mine look like they're falling in the basement a little. Let me fix those. Okay. And let's write left and right. And we can underline I3. All right, let's take a look at the date. Today is April. Using our nice handwriting. 15th, comma, leave a space, 2020. And remember, if we're using nice handwriting, our whole date should fit on the line. All right, and today is Wednesday. Remember, we say Wednesday when we're trying to sound that out. So capital W. That should fit on the line. Only the Y should be in the basement. Let's get our red pencil. Oh, I got pink. All right, our first marking is the 2 over the S because it's making its second sound. And A, May. All right, go ahead and do 15 tally marks. So I want you to pause your video until you have all this done and your 15 tally marks, and then unpause and check against mine. All right, help me count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave a space. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Leave a space. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's go back and count our groups by 5s. 5, 10, 15. All right. Practice writing 108 3 more times, so trace theirs. All right, remember, 1 is top to bottom, 0 is 2 o'clock up and around, 8 is 2 o'clock up, make an S, close the gate. All right, let's keep going. You can whisper 108 as you draw. Remember, our top and bottom should be about the same size and they should cross at the midline. All right, keep practicing that handwriting. This is handwriting practice. 108. 108. All right, go ahead and write even or odd. Count by 3s and write the digits on the line. When you're done, unpause and check against me. All right, 8 is even, so we should write even. Our letters should be the same size in that word. All right, let's count by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12. Let's write the word 12 for 12 digits. Okay. All right, let's look at number 2. Amy had 6 dimes and 2 pennies. All right, so let's start by drawing our 6 dimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's put a 10 in each of those. So we'll remember they're dimes. All right, and then let's draw our 2 pennies. Remember, pennies are slightly bigger in shape than our dimes, and we'll put a 1 in those. All right, so Amy had 6 dimes and 2 pennies. Her sister gave her 3 more dimes. Think about what type of problem this is. Ready? Some more. So give me your plus or minus. Plus. All right, so remember when we're adding, we want to draw our line. And let's draw 3 more dimes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We'll write our 10 in those. All right. So we have 2 questions for this picture. First, how many dimes does Amy have now? So right now we just want to look at the dimes. So 6 dimes plus 3 dimes. Write your answer. All right, you should have written 9. All right, now we want to know how much money does she have altogether? All right, well, if I know I have 9 dimes, I'm going to put a 9 in the tens place. And I have 2 pennies, so I'm going to put a 2 in the ones place. And don't forget the cent sign. All right, so Amy had 92 cents. Boys and girls, you were not here to remind me, and I forgot spy tools. Let's go back and do that now. All right, so you need your highlighter and your red pencil. All right, I spy 108 in problem 1. And we can underline A4, E-I-G-H. Oh, I spy 6 in problem 2. I spy 3 in problem 2. All right, and we can underline the F and the E-double-E. Oh, and I spy the word 2 down in problem 5. 2 times. All right, go ahead and get those down and then put your spy tools away. All right, this is just a review of adding 10 and adding 9. So let's review and make sure we remember the little tricks we know. So remember, when we're adding 10 to a number, we write a 1, we copy the other number. Go ahead and do the next one and the 2 over here, the 10s. We're gonna stop and not do the 9s right this minute. So pause your video until you have those 10 problems done, then unpause and check. All right, let's check what you put. 10 plus 4. So write a 1, copy the 4. 10 plus 3, write a 1, copy the 3. 10 plus 5, write a 1, copy the 5. All right, now let's remember how to add 9. Remember 9 plus a number. We want to write a 1 and do 1 smaller than the other number. Because think about it. This problem and this problem, 9 is 1 smaller than 10, so our answer is going to be 1 smaller. All right, so let's try it. Write a 1. 1 smaller than 7 is 6. And our answer is 1 smaller. Go ahead and complete all of these. Unpause your video and then come back and check your answers. All right, let's see what you did. You should have 9 plus 4, write a 1. 1 smaller than 4 is 3. 9 plus 3, write a 1. 1 smaller than 3 is 2. See how our number is getting smaller? 9 plus 5, write a 1. 1 smaller than 5 is 4. All right, now I want you to use your ruler to measure this line segment in centimeters and this line segment in centimeters, okay? When you're done, unpause it and check your answers. All right, so you should have lined the 0 up with the very edge, with the dot, not the edge of your ruler. All right, so the first line was 6 centimeters. And this little cm means centimeters. All right, and the next one, you should have put 11 centimeters. Okay. Draw lines to show how to divide the squares into fourths 2 different ways. All right, remember we learned 4 different ways. So I'm gonna draw those right here on the board, okay? And then you can pick 2 that you want to do in your squares. Okay, so let me draw my 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We learned to divide them with a plus sign, right? That's one way to divide a box into fourths. We learned you can divide it with an X. It's another way. All All right, remember we learned how to divide it with vertical bars. So remember we do one vertical bar in the middle, then one on the left side, one on the right side. And these are a little harder to draw because you have to try to make the 4 spaces the same size. All right, and the last one was horizontal bars. So we go right through the middle horizontally, then we do the top half again, and the bottom half again. All right, I want you to pick 2 of these to draw on your boxes. Don't pick both vertical bars, okay? You can pick one vertical bar and one of these, or you can do both of these, okay? Now, and you're doing this on your paper, I'm doing it on the board, it wants you to color 2/4 of each one. So that means you're not gonna color 1/4, but you're gonna color 2 of the pieces. So depending on which one you did, you just pick 2 boxes to color. And boys and girls, I'd like you to color 2 boxes that are side by side, okay? So don't color like the opposite boxes. Just pick any 2 that are side by side. Okay, might have colored this. Remember, it doesn't matter if you do the same 2 I did as long as the 2 are side by side. Okay. And again, you're doing that in the boxes on your paper. All right. You did this one. You want to do either the first 2 boxes or the last 2 boxes. Okay, don't do the 2 middle. So either the first 2 or the last 2. Okay. And for this one, either do the top 2 or the bottom 2. Okay. You might be starting to notice something. When we divide something into fourths and then we color 2/4 of it, right? We colored 2 out of the 4 pieces. That is just like we've colored half of it. Let's take a look. This is half, this is half, that is half, and that is half. So 2/4 equals 1/2. It's the same thing. Over on your paper, I would like for you to write somewhere out in your blank space that 2/4 equals 1/2. Just like I wrote on the board, okay? All right. I want you to do these +10 problems. Remember, you can use your 100 chart. You can skip count by 10s. Pause your video until those 3 are done and then unpause and come check your answers. Okay. 14 + 10, ready? 14, 24, 62, 72, 36, 46. All right, now let's take a look at these problems. Remember, when you're adding 3 add-ins, 3 different things you're adding together, you have to pick 2 to add first. And it doesn't matter which 2. I like to find either a friend who makes 10 or doubles +1 first, because sometimes that makes it easier. But whichever 2 you pick is fine. So for the first one, I'm going to pick 2 and 8, because that's a friend who makes 10. And now add 10 and 5. Oh, when I'm adding 10, remember I write a 1, copy the other number. Pause your video and do this one on your own. Okay. All right. I'm going to choose 7 and 3, because that's a friend who makes 10. And then 10 + 4. Okay. As long as your answers are the same as mine, that is perfectly fine. It doesn't matter which 2 you picked to do first. All right. Also today, boys and girls, you have your fact test. It says Fact Assessment 18. This is your fact test. Everything is addition. You need to write your last name and do all of your problems. This should be completely by yourself. And remember, this is something mom or dad have to turn into me. All right, good luck on your test. I'll see you tomorrow.